Good morning. Good. How are you? Okay. Hmm. Okay. That's fine. I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah, no problem. I was like, I'm waiting for him to call, and then I was like, Skype's not open. Just so you know, my video's been doing weird things. Oh, there it goes. I was hoping like it was just my wireless at home, but obviously not. Okay, yeah, I just let me know if it starts doing that in the middle, and I'll just, if I turn off the video and turn it back on, it usually works. Yeah, I do have it open, and I'll go ahead and share it with you afterwards so you have our combined answers. Mhm. Yeah, so the goal of Squid is to improve the user experience of the Salesforce platform. Um, and the product Squid is an all-in-one drag and drop user interface toolkit. You can use it to build pages or forms and insert like calendars and tables and cool stuff that you can't do with standard Salesforce. So when we were looking for something, some way of documentation, we wanted something that was fast and reliable, but also we didn't have a lot of time or like a lot of employees who like could spend time building like help pages from scratch or like a whole site that we hosted ourselves. That just wasn't doable for us. I think we found you guys at Dreamforce. Yeah, it must have been because we started using Squid's a new company, but we were kind of born out of Scudat, which was devoted to making educational and like education apps for schools on Salesforce. So probably would have been Dreamforce 3 or 4 years ago. Okay, so it was probably that year then. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what we're doing too. Yeah, and he's like, no idea. Yeah, yeah. Well, for us, yeah, it's like inbound marketing and Dreamforce. That's like our right now. I mean, we're still like we're new to the inbound marketing thing also. Yeah. Which actually has been really great having our all our documentation on screen steps online because we have so much content there that's kind of like keyword rich for people who are looking how to do things with Salesforce. That sometimes they'll find us like through Google because they're trying to do something with Salesforce, but there's an easier way to do it with Squid, or like the only way to do it is with Squid. So our help files have actually been like a really good way for us to kind of be found and for people to kind of discover us. Yeah, so it's been interesting from an inbound marketing standpoint, especially because like we're just kind of starting out blogging. So right now we have like way more content in our help than what's in our blog. Um, what's the difference between the beta version and the? Yeah, I don't think we're using it. Uh-huh. Oh, that's, I think we were, yeah, we're talking about it, but I think we just like weren't sure like how beta it was, or like we didn't like use it and realize like, oh, this is yeah not ready to be used yet. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, there's really nothing like it right now. In standard Salesforce, you can do some like drag and drop, just like page layout arrangement, but it's all, it just looks like Salesforce, and there's no way to like add a table or add a calendar or tabs or make it look any better. Um, so right now, there's not really an easy tool that people can use to just design pages without using code. You have to spend like weeks and weeks like writing code, copy and pasting things to try and get like custom components and try to get something that looks really sharp. Whereas with Squid, you can take like seriously 20 minutes and build a really sharp looking page by dragging and dropping like pre-built components that we've made, and you connect it with your Salesforce data. Anyways, it's really cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for us, just a sec. Matt, I'm kind of, can you watch later? I'm like on an interview right now. Thanks. It's okay. I didn't tell you. Okay. I didn't want there to be much background. Okay. Thanks. 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 Yeah. So for us, it really came down to time and money. Our developers really need to focus on our product and making a solid product, and we don't have lots of time to be, like building our own site and hosting it ourselves. Um, so that's why we were looking for a solution that was kind of already made. Because I think the time that they would spend like working on that would really be a distraction, and really just be like something else for them to do that's not actually helping us as a company. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, well, the nice thing about using web pages through screen steps as opposed to PDFs is that people can actually find web pages easier through search engines. So that's a big advantage. And then also, other content management systems don't have the integrated tools that ScreenSteps have, so you can like quickly build step-by-step help content. And for us, I mean, just the way that ScreenSteps makes it so easy to take screenshots, to annotate them, that's really key for us, especially as um, the type of product that we have, it's very like visual and very much like you need to see like what the page looks like and exactly where to click. Um, so that's why Screen Steps has been really a good fit for us. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, if you look at our help site, it's help.squidify.com, and we have, I wish I had counted. We have so many manuals and lessons that are posted, and I mean, it was all done by me in like 5 months working part time. Um, so, I mean, it was really just pretty easy for me to go in there, just like actually um, do the process that takes screen steps along the way, and then go back and just like write all the instructions. Um, and then also, what was I going to say? I don't know. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we have right now, we have 7 manuals on our help site and 147 lessons. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, all those lessons have been created since July, I think, since like June or July of last year. Um, mm, no, yeah, that's what's really great. Is it was very easy for me to come in when I started working for the company and learn like my first day or my first week. Oh, this is how Screen Steps works, and then just spend the whole time. Because I started out working as an intern, so spend my whole summer interning just pushing out documentation. Oh, it is? Okay, thanks. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, for us, we really wanted to be able to have like a robust body of documentation that people could go to. We wanted something that was really extensive that we could add to, that we could continue tweaking as the product went through changes. And screen text makes it really easy to do that. Like other solutions, it's just harder to add on. Like maybe it's easier at first, but if you're looking at something that's like as extensive and you want it to be sustainable as a startup company, I think Screen Steps really enables you to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, another really advantage to Screen Steps Live. Just a sec. Let me look through what we have. Okay, so one of the things is because Screen Steps enabled us to create like so much documentation to really support our product well. We've had lots of people actually become customers because they felt secure with us. They felt supported by us, even though we're a startup company. Um, they felt like the support that we provide personally, but also like especially through the documentation has been really excellent. Um, in our App Exchange listing on Salesforce, you can see like the positive reviews we've gotten from customers, and one of them they talk about just how great our support has been. Um, and so I think it's really been a big thing for us in kind of converting leads into customers is that they realize, oh, like this, I'm going to be supported as I start this process. And that I think it just makes people feel more secure and feel like, oh, like okay, there's this is going to be new and different, but there are steps to take, and there are people there who are going to help me through. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do I get good? You're frozen. Okay. Hmm. We don't really have a way of quantifying it right now, but I mean, we have our customers are all like very satisfied and very positive and enthusiastic. Um, and I think definitely for us, support has been a big way um, of making people more enthusiastic and more satisfied with us as a company. Okay. Yeah, just type in squid. Hmm. But if you look at them, they're like really good. We're still, building up as a small company, but the customers that we do have are really enthusiastic and really satisfied and really impressed with what they do with Squid, but also with us and the support we provide. The review from 6 Degrees Inc. was the one I was looking at because they go in and they talk about the support partway down. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for us, the process of using screen steps has been really great. Your support has been just really fast and really wonderful to us. Everything that we've asked, our questions have been answered quickly, usually like within an hour or two, or like even less. And usually, like everything we asked or that we wanted to do, we could do screen steps, and we just needed to learn how. So for us, we owe a lot to Screen Steps, and it's been an incredibly positive investment for our company. Um, I so uh-huh. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Um, I don't know if there's anything else that I want to say. I've said everything, and I'll just share this with you. What is your email? I mean, I know I have it, but I don't know what. JA. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's in my email. Okay. There you go. Yeah, I was thinking that would be helpful. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, right now, like I said, we go to Dreamforce, I mean, mostly to connect with possible customers. But also, like, that's how we found you guys. Um, but for example, we just got an inbound marketing tool, and we found that through just internet searching. Um, and HubSpot, it's yeah, we're really liking it. But it's like, yeah, it's just there's so much to do, and it seems like there's like a big, kind of a slow curve getting started because you're trying to get everything up. So, but we like it. Hmm. Yeah. Mm-mm. Uh-huh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But I think in some ways, with software as a service, usually, I don't know. Well, I guess if it's specifically like with cloud software companies, they're going to be online. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And I mean, with us, yeah, we have the app exchange, which helps us kind of tap into that like specific community, because yeah, we can't really do B2C because it's not something that everybody can use. I mean, they have to, have Salesforce. Um, and I mean, I think Squid definitely helps people like transition to Salesforce and learn Salesforce, but it's kind of like it's not like Coca-Cola. We don't. I think we kind of use. I mean, the developers have their own thing. I think some of it's kind of on GitHub, which is a developer community, and but yeah, I mean, we use it for extra. Yeah, but it's interesting. One of our big professional services contracts right now, part of that contract is that we are going to provide them with like a base of documentation. So we're just going to host that through Screen Steps because we're kind of like redesigning their web portal. So we're also going to give them like some just some documentation for their I think their internal and their external users. So they just have a way to kind of get started and learn how like the new web portal will look and work. But I mean, that's like easy for us to do with Screen Steps. Hmm. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah. 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 Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And right now, I think part of it is kind of like the transition from like the startup software as a service company to actually like then as you start growing, then you're like, oh, we need some like internal documentation. Go. Mhm. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, because you get to the point where maybe everybody's in the room, but everybody in the room is like busy, like trying to um, do their job. Yeah, yeah. And so, or like we just added two new employees in March, and we're having like four interns this summer. So I think we're kind of getting to the point where, you can't just ask somebody every time you have a question. You need to like ask them when you can ask them, or have something. And I mean, the nice thing is, lots of those people coming in, like one of their main training things will be learning squid. So in some ways, our external documentation is going to help them. But yeah, it would be once we have internal processes. That's part of it. Like when you're a startup, you just don't have. I don't think you have as established a process because everything is different. But then like once you start growing, you have to kind of like figure that stuff out. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Mhm. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Hmm. 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 Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. It's so hard. Yeah. Oh, okay. It definitely is. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's cool. Do you want to show me anything with the beta before? Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, that sounds good. Thanks.